Okay, hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here, and God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I am paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, we got two new faces, and we got a little remix going on here. But, let's actually start with the remixing situation, mostly because this covers, like, 3 different things. So, first off being the Midnight Monk over there, and the game has frozen for me. There we go. But that's on me. So this actually involves where I did some editing, but let's face it, this new skin is freaking amazing. Yes, we love it. So we have here is my grade 6, grade 5, and grade 4 Aobozu. I'm just going to call him the monk, because I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name. As we all know. We all do that too. So we'll start, of course, here with the purple one who, let's face it, I actually, even though these two skins are gorgeous, this one has been my favorite, like, literally since I got him and saw it was a possibility. I don't know why, there's something about this purple one that is so good to me. So this one, now I'm gonna get read the Riot Act. This was my first one, and I got him. I put a Jizo build on him, if only because I thought, monk, Jizo, ha, funny. If you follow this channel for even like 5 minutes, you know I'm an idiot. I find dumb things very hilarious. This was one of them. However, and not gonna lie, this actually isn't too shabby of a build. You put it to mostly focus towards the attack and some crit and crit damage and all, and ironically, Jizo's effect of putting a shield on you does prove surprisingly effective. I'm not kidding, he makes a good barrier to help protect the others whenever I've used him, so it's pretty impressive. So, not for everybody, but in a pinch it does work very nicely. Now, of course, he is fully skilled up here. Absolutely. Come on, clicky clicky. And, of course, you saw here we have this beautiful attack-based Jizo. More attack. All the attack. This one here for defense, attack, and some crit and crit damage. And of course, to bolster his crit a little further, a Samson because of its crit boosting and because I did have these souls laying around and wasn't 100% sure what to do with them at the time. So, good little sprinkling of crit, a little extra crit damage, some speed, a little rounded off the stats, a little effect resistance, because again, we don't like our Shiki getting knocked stupid. Though we love knocking everybody else's Shiki completely stupid. And of course, a little extra boost of attack, because, why not? Yes, this one was a surprisingly very nice one. Note, if I bring up about having a first Shiki, 99% of the time it's because I did come up with the build myself, just like, that looks funny. Yes. And some of them have been very effective. Case in point. My Shiranui with Temptress on it. I get read the Riot Act when I show her off during flex time in the channels all the time. I get read the Riot Act by a few people. But, hey, as soon as she inflicts that confuse on an Onikiri in duel, and makes them wipe out their own party, and with it, for me, she earns her keep. Yes. So, moving away from our grade 6 here and getting back on track because, as usual, I am not able to keep my story straight to save my life. Whew, gotta go down the whole line here. We move on to our second one. Now, this one is a grade 5, fully skilled up, as you can see, and it's one that was a change, because initially, I actually had this Aobozu monk hooked up with a purely fire chicken build. Yes. Why? Because I thought, you know what, let's see what happens. It worked very nicely for a while, but then not so much. Like, you know, it was very iffy. And not in an iffy way that I want to hold on to long periods of time, so I decided to rebuild him. And of course, why not rebuild when there's a beautiful, beautiful new skin that comes out? I mean, yes, all the yes. Excellent work here, people. Excellent, fantastic. And decided to try something else. And I thought, you know what? I haven't really used Tomb Robber much for anything. Now, not to say, don't at me yet. It's because I hadn't thought of anything to use it for. Because, I mean, it has its ability, but mostly it's focused towards, you know, getting you reducing an orb and everything and granting you a turn situation. And you just have to get up to 4 stacks, and I thought, you know what? And I haven't really thought of anything I could really use that with, except maybe some of my Shiki that can get multiple turns. But I thought, you know what? I'll give it a shot with this, see what happens. So far, I've actually been kind of impressed, is that it has proven useful. Now, is it going to be probably a permanent fix? No. I might switch him out to something else at another date. It depends. But for now, it's proven useful to test. Which, let's be fair, sometimes you can't always rely on meta. It really does help to just, you know, trial and error a few things. Go out on the limb. See what you can come up with. In this case, this Tomb Robber, which of course has a attack base and some crit and crit damage, which as a grade 5, not that much, but this is actually a pretty decent amount of attack, some crit and crit damage. This will probably get much higher with a more of a focus on defense and keeping him on the field. But it'll probably get higher when I grade 6 him. And of course, I kept 2 of his original Fire Chicken Souls for attack and crit boosting because, yes. I mean, so far this is being a nice little experiment for him. Now, moving down the line again, we get into our grade 4 Freshlings territory. And we have Aobozu number 3 in the Cleanse Monk skin, who, let's face it, we all kind of love that skin. I mean, I stand by the purple monk, but this one is very nice too. Now, overall for a grade 4 unevolved fresh Shiki, these ain't too bad to the stats. A little more focus on crit, some crit damage, and, you know, not too shabby in the attack range. I mean, this isn't too bad for a beginner. But as you can see, again, he is fresh. Hot off the summon list. And for the record, yes, I actually do rank up a lot of these souls first and then look through my fully 15 one likes and toss them on to see what happens sometimes. It's kind of easy, and I tend to run the so many soul zones. I get so many souls, so, you know. So hit me up and I'll be happy to run soul zones with you. I don't mind. It's fun. So in this case, we have Wispzoa. I can't speak. Anyway, with the boost of attack and crit, and of course, this little effect here I thought would be kind of interesting to play with. It seems even the meta seems up in the air on what to do with this guy, and I'll admit that. But the general consensus seems to be crit and attack. So that's what we go with. So we have this, we have another attacker here, and then of course, I'm sorry, I haven't had near enough coffee to be alive right now. Some Watcher for attack boosting. Which, overall, I mean, so far for a, like, beginner's thing, this hasn't been too shabby. Now, of course, we have a few other little thingies to tell. Here is our newbie souls, who, we've had these two recently crop up, and, let's face it. I know there are some people who like to talk smack about this, but I actually love this skin on Mishige. I'm sorry, I adore it. I love it. And if you don't, that's cool. No shame. We all have different tastes, but I actually love this. But then again, I love Clamp as a whole, so yes. And of course, over here, we have Shokurei. Now, big difference here is that Mishige is grade 6, unlike her compatriot. She is, of course, fully skilled up. And, our little queen of gluttony here, for lack of better words, and it's just what I'm jokingly referring to her, is a beast if you have not gotten to use her yet. She can go full beast mode. Now, of course, as you can see by the stats, a lot of a good attack. They like over 5,000 extra, yes. HP, defense, speed, extra crit damage, and of course, effect resistance. Please do not ever forget the effect resistance. Even a little sprinkle of it is better than nothing when it comes to saving your own ass. Yes. So, in her case, now, she does have her 8 strikes here, and again, as I've said multiple times, when it comes to Shiki with multiple attacks at a single gang, Ghostly Songstress is a must, yes. Ghostly Songstress is a love letter to Shiki with multiple attacks. Yes, all the yes. So, of course, we have this one here with a crit focus. We have this one here with the attack focus. And then we have Kyokotsu here, which not only gives her attack bonus, but will boost her attack for the extra orbs available when dealing damage. Yes. Smidge on the situation, but let's face it, I kind of have a love for Kyokotsu. With its focus on attacking here, and I mean, let me put it this way, she has I've been using her when I go just farming random zones to complete the wanted quest, and I am busting through those fast because she is just like chow time. Yes. So let's move on. And we'll go down here, down the rows of the grade 6s to Shokurei. And of course we see Mami Zanami. Now, Shokurei, unlike his compatriot, is a grade 5, but he ain't slouching. He is fully skilled. As we can see here, yes. Now, not too shabby for a start out for a grade 5. Trust me, these things do tend to explode once you hit the grade 6 level 40. Focuses on crit, some attack, effect resistance, yes, damage, but that's what I focused on, was adding crit. And as well as, I really don't use Onmyoji's effect enough, but let's face it, this is extremely useful for saving your butt in a pinch. Like, yes. And ironically enough, works very nicely for overcoming a few Shiki's abilities that I'm pretty sure at a future date will probably be patched out. So let's be real. Of course, we have Wisp Zoa here. Wisp Zoa. Wow. Wispzoa. Why do I keep saying Wispzoa when it's Wispzoa? I don't know. But we have these with the tag bows and own language. I speak American English, and we all know American English is one of those languages that basically just goes and beats up other languages in alleyways and rifles through their pockets for loose grammar and spare vocabulary. I mean, let's face it, it's word soup. That explains why I have trouble speaking it, even if it's my native tongue. Anyway, so we have our little mix and match here. We have our darlings here. So we're gonna take these guys, let them do a level 40 Hahakagami zone and a level 40 Kappa zone. And if you want to stick around, please do. If you want to knock off here because you got what you came for, which was the soul builds, sure, no harm, no foul. Just, you know, do the holy trifecta of YouTube on the way out the door with the like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Okay? In the meantime, let's do this, shall we? Pausing. Oh. Seme, you're just gonna stay there in the pretty. Damn. It's running a little slow, but yeah. And, like, yeah, I think we froze. Nope, there we go. Okay. I love how she turns into a little paper doll version of herself. That's so cute, just hoppy hoppy. There we go. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. And of course our monk is just putting in all the work. And that's the kind of field wipe I'm talking about with Mishige. Alright, so on that note, we've taken out the Hahakagamis, so let's go hit the Kappas, alright? I'll see you in a sec. Here we go. And we'll do 1 minute when we're not in recording, my friend. So again, we're here with the monks, Mishige, Shokurei, and hit it. And I will get back to that person in a minute. After we're done. Yes! Just field wipe. Our book's just hitting random things. Okay. Oh, yay. Just. Okay, that might have been a little bit of overkill. Just a shade of overkill. But on that note, I'm gonna head out from here. And if you want to do the holy trifecta of YouTube on your way out the door, feel free. And I'll catch you next time, alright? See ya.